Hello, friends. I want to thank all of you who have picked up my translation and reconstruction of Porphyry's Against the Christians. This reconstruction was published in July of 2025. And since then, I've begun a new project to translate the last great anti Christian treatise of antiquity, namely Against the Galileans by the Emperor Julian. Now, it's important to understand the significance of Julian's final work, the final work he wrote before he died. For the first time, and the only time in history, a Roman emperor penned a thorough and profound attack on the greatest disease, as he put it, affecting the Roman Empire, Christianity. He directly compared Moses and Plato, Genesis and the Timaeus, Hellenism and Judaism, and so much more. No one was better informed about Christian practice and belief than Julian was, since he had been apparently a devout Christian for the first 20 years of his life, and he had received a thorough training in biblical studies before he left the darkness, his term, and walked into the light of Hellenic spirituality. The orator Libanius said of Julian that he had far surpassed Porphyry by his written attack on the Christians. To quote Libanius, as winter lengthened the nights, Julian attacked the books in which that fellow from Palestine is claimed to be a god and son of God. In a long polemic, and by dint of forceful argument, he proved such claims to be stupid, idle chatter. On the same subject, he showed himself wiser than the old sage from Tyre, and rightly pleased and happy may this Tyrian be to accept the statement, beaten, as it were, by his own son. Now, it took nearly 70 years for Christians to fully respond to Julian's attack. The work in which it is embedded, Cyril's Against Julian, has just received a new critical edition and translation. This fact alone demands that we update our text of Julian's work against the Galileans based on our better understanding of the text in which it is embedded. Perhaps there is more of Julian which we can extract from Cyril. But there are other reasons for demanding a better and more accurate translation of Julian. When I read the best competing academic translation of Against the Galileans, that by R. Joseph Hoffman in 2004, I was stunned to find a host of badly translated words, useless additions, and mysterious omissions in the text. Hoffman used an edition of Julian's work printed in 1880, even though he had available to him a superior edition printed in 1991. And so, as I've done with Celsus and with Porphyry, my goal is to clean up Hoffman's mistakes to present a better, more accurate, and more readable translation of Julian's Against the Galileans. My goal is also to provide a better commentary on the text to maximize understanding for the average reader. My new translation of Against the Galileans will greatly interest skeptics, atheists, agnostics, burned out Christians, regular Christians, Christian apologists, ancient historians, and really anyone interested in ancient Christianity and ancient Christian biblical interpretation or Greek mythology or philosophy. This is right up your alley. If you would like to support my work, I would please ask you to pledge funds on my new Kickstarter campaign. A gift of 30 Australian dollars, which is about 20 US dollars, will get you a free copy of my translation when it is complete. That is, I will send you an e-version, which will be on my Thrivecart platform. The Kickstarter link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Thank you in advance for your support.